We're renovating a cottage while running a homestead.
And somehow, by 8 AM, I find myself 6 buckets deep.
One or two things left to finish off in here.
Gavin, good morning. Morning, Sia. Are you still sleepy? Are you still sleepy? Hello. Oh, sleepy Gavin. Hey, buddy. Oh, you're a good boy. Yes. Hello, boy. So tasty, isn't it? Hello, Poppet. Come on, Gav. Oh, you're a very good boy. Let's get Sia. Where's she gone? Thanks to AG1 for sponsoring today's video. Come on, keep up. Right, showered and changed. Finished taking care of all the animals for now. And now it's time to take care of myself. We get comments all the time from people asking us how we have the energy to do everything that we need to do. And honestly, it's not any kind of secret, and it's not actually luck either. It's just the result of habits we've built intentionally every day. And drinking AG1 every morning is now a key part of that. I actually reached out to them about this partnership because we were already making this a daily habit in our household. I drink AG1 every morning, usually after farm chores and before breakfast. It takes me literally seconds to make, but it keeps me feeling energized and steady through long active days. There you go, here's yours.
Cheers.
With everything that we've got going on right now, homesteading, renovating, parenting, running a business, all the things, AG1 has become an easy daily habit that supports my energy and also my gut health, which is something I'm really focused on right now. I love how AG1 fits in with everything we've already been doing to try to take care of ourselves, eating well, working out, and doing what we can to protect our future health. We don't just care about our health, we care about yours too. So if you've been curious to try AG1, now's the perfect time. Head to drinkag1.com/off-grid Irish homestead or scan the QR code and you'll get 5 travel packs of vitamin D3K2, a welcome kit, and the AG1 morning person cap for free with your first order. Thanks AG1 for sponsoring today's video.
I'm going to be trying to spend as much time inside as I can because I've got 1 or 2 things left to finish off in here. Plan of action today is to bury the flow and return pipe from where the ground source heat pump is going to be located over there, and it's going to be in a little channel underneath the P traps there, where the trap kind of goes up and over. I'm going to use the void underneath those P traps to create a little channel here, and then it's going to peek into the house there through the hole in the foundations that was there previously for a soil pipe. That's where it exits from underneath the foundation, so create a little channel so that the pipe sits underneath the hardcore layer, and then it's going to peek out vertically where the underfloor heating manifold is going to be located, so shouldn't be too bad. He says going to spend time now to get that buried so it's kind of out of the way so that the rest of the services can kind of flow over the top of it, and it's kind of the bending radius of that pipe where it's such a thick beefy conduit. It's got a really huge like turning radius, so where it comes up and out of the ground here, it's actually going to have to go quite deep to get the necessary angle to like come out vertically without being like protruding at weird angles through the layers. So yeah, I'm going to get that buried today, and anything else is a bonus. So let's get on with it. The internal channel is progressing, so I've got the basic form. Point A, point B, dig a hole. Seems to be a story of my life at the minute. One of the most annoying things of doing groundwork is getting stones down the ankle of your boot. So that is first pass of the internal trench. Dug about 8 inches deep. Now time to dig the outside. Look at that. Blackberry. Brambles growing out of the foundation. Not just surviving, it's budding. It's coming into bud. It's going to be in leaf soon. These plants are absolutely amazing. Well, unfortunately, buddy, I'm going to have to rip you out. And hopefully you're not keeping my foundations together. You know spring has sprung when the plants growing out your foundations are starting to produce buds and new leaf. Come on. You, but I do my pruning with a flat face shovel. Got ya. Trench is dug. loungy. Do I want to detach all the P-traps? Too tight. Oh man, dragging this through is gonna suck. Wow. So first attempt at getting it in was unsuccessful. The bend was too tight, and this big fat boy doesn't want to bend very easily. So I had to ease the angle a bit, and I'm hoping that I'm just going to be able to squeeze this in now. So yeah, let's get this bad boy in. It's in. That's what she said. One pipe in pipe through the foundations. Yeah, boy. Beauty. So the pipe in pipe is laid, the trench is deep enough. I am a happy man. Managed to just about squeeze it in with these bends here. It definitely is not a flexible pipe. 600mm, 24 inches spare there. On the outside, I've probably got just over a metre spare. Nearly 2 meters wastage, and at €50 a metre, that's not ideal. But rather have too much than too little, right? Not too bad. Good enough for the girls I'll go out with. Pipe is laid in its trench. I just need to, I want this pipe in pipe to be sandwiched between these two header pipes here, and I want it to come pretty much vertically out of the slab that I'm going to pour here. And because it's not very flexible, it's a challenge to actually get a bend on here, so I'm going to have to excavate a little bit here so that it can go down and then kind of cleanly come up at a 90. So a little bit more digging, but that's only fettling. Otherwise, job done. Onwards and upwards. Very, very exciting delivery this morning. Exciting because it's something other than stone or aggregate for a change.
Just us, forever carrying things up and down hills. So today we're carrying all this cardboard here up Hillary because we are creating a shelter belt of willow. large cardboard. It's so awkward. I can't get any like grip or any kind of like purchase on it. Oh my days. I'm gonna break my staging approach and take it all the way up.
Comment of the week.
You missed your calling as like a 70s radio DJ. So comment of the week this week was selected with intention. I mean, they always are, because we had a lot of comments from people last week. Mixture of worried, upset on our behalf.
It's perfectly understandable.
Frustrated, perplexed.
Our channel's stressing them out that we're not cracking on with the renovation.
Try living it.
That's perfectly understandable.
Yeah. Here's the thing. We will get done what needs to get done. I know this about this chap. He just has some questionable mix-up of priorities on his path to a deadline, but he never fails in delivering. He'll pull it out at the end.
Well, I'm pulling it out now.
You are.
So this is from Rebecca Mills, 1967. What is a project without a network of side quests?
Yes.
I prefer to reframe the concept as necessary to get a job done properly. Equally though, perhaps I should mention that we had goats, chickens, geese and ducks and a veggie garden before a kitchen, so maybe I'm not the most sensible, boring person to listen to. Good luck with the deadline, guys. You'll make it. A bit of pressure always helps focus.
Rebecca gets us.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rebecca. Thanks for everyone who's encouraging us. We obviously need it, and we do appreciate it as well. Don't worry too hard, because I think we'll be okay, won't we?
So apologies to all you project managers out there, because I know it stresses you out the most, pulling your hair out, that we don't stick to a plan.
My parents included.
Yeah, so for all you spreadsheeters
and plan followers,
we can't please them all.
We know.
Yeah, we know.
We know you're screaming at us. Nevertheless, it'll get done.
It'll get done.
Yeah, just in our own haphazard and slightly more difficult than necessary way.
So stick with us.
Yes.
Hopefully we'll be a slightly less stressful channel for you shortly.
Thanks everyone for commenting. Keep them coming.
Gardening with the top off in Ireland in March. Doesn't get any better. We've got the bucket of willow soaking over there in the white bucket. We've got our stack of cardboard here, and we're going to do a straight shot down here, double row, 60 centimeters, 24 inches apart between willows, and then the second row again 60 centimeters, 24 inches. And there's Corey bringing the final cardboard down. So I would have liked to have put clean cardboard down with a mulch of wood chip on top. We're not intending on hauling a ton of wood chip up here just for the shelter belt. So the compromise build today is just going to be layer of dirty cardboard. We're not even going to strip it. Don't have the time or resources. We just want to get this in the ground in one day today. And there's like about 60 linear meters.
Look at me.
Yeah, it's about 60 linear meters.
Length, fortunately.
Fortunately for me, yeah. Got 100 or so willow to put in the ground. This is just the shelter belt, and we'll have to clean up at a later date. I mean, we don't even need the cardboard, but it's just
fun to carry up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm going to set up a string line and set the girls to it while I do other stuff.
Girl, the other one's sick, so
she's not planting any willow.
She's sick.
First row here is all going to be the hybrid fast-growing beastie variety. All of these beasts here. In the second row in front, we're going to alternate between the pretty corkscrew willow and whatever the fire willow, pointed end down.
Yeah.
We only need about 6 inches poking out of the ground, and these are about bang on 12 inches. So, and then put the big boy in. Down to the soil there. That's it. That is planted. One willow planted.
Well, that's darn sight easier than
digging a hole.
Getting some oak into rock.
Yeah. Well, that's lucky because we've got over 100 of them. So, we need a spacing gauge. We're doing a 60 centimeter spacer. Okay. So I'll make one out of course. So
we're doing 60 between them along the row, and then 60 centimeters between the row as well.
That's our spacer.
Shouldn't you be working on the house?
I should be.
That's quite satisfying.
Very satisfying.
So, no straightforward job ends up being straightforward around this homestead, does it?
Well, it just so happens that exactly where we want to plant our willow, there's a bloody wall.
We weren't expecting this.
I mean, you could divert a few inches or a few feet, but...
A bit displeasing, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Shelter belt down the entire side of the garden is complete. We've got a double row. First row, the main hybrid willow. Second row, some fun stuff, a mixture of alternating corkscrew willow and the red fire willow. That's the entire side of the field done.
I think you deserve this.
Thanks. We need bigger glasses.
Cheers.
Cheers, sweet.
Another week. Another graft. This week was physical.
Every week's physical.
Every week is physical here. We don't have a floor. Still.
It's in progress. It's all in the prep work.
It's all in the preparation.
But we do have 160 willows.
That's going to be a big deal for the homestead. We'll talk about that in a future video, because willow is a game changer on a homestead, isn't it? There's like so many uses. So it's planted now as a shelter belt, but watch this space because we're going to be doing lots of cool stuff with it, aren't we?
100%, yeah.
It all counts as progress, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
I mean,
well, it was now or wait another year. And I was already frustrated when we landed last year. By the time we'd kind of settled in, we'd already missed bare root season, so I didn't want to do that a second year on the trot. You know, I want to see some of the fruits of our planting labour.
Yes.
Like this lifetime.
Yes. And I got to touch 160 sticks and call it planting. So that's, you know, that's cool.
Cuttings are fun to plant, to be fair.
Yeah.
They go in so quick that it's actually satisfying, isn't it?
Yes.
So we promise one day soon we will work on this cottage and attempt to meet our deadline.
Probably.
Possibly, maybe.
We have to. Simple as that. So next week, will we have windows?
Probably not.
There'll be something. There'll be something to satisfy us inside the cottage, I'm sure. And I say us, meaning all of us, the collective. See you next week, folks.
See you, folks.
Giddy up.
See you, folks.
Bye. Remember, head over to drinkag1.com/off-grid Irish homestead or scan the QR code and you'll get 5 travel packs, vitamin D3 plus K2, a welcome kit and the AG1 morning person cap for free with your first order. Thanks again, AG1, for sponsoring today's video.
Well, should have pulled your finger out, shouldn't you?
Oh, cheers. Convenience? Never heard of it. Cut to you and me weaving baskets instead of finishing the cottage.
Sounds like fun. Let's do it. Who needs a floor?
Who needs a floor?
Let's build a floor out of willow.